In this video, I want to show you how TransparentMeta's logging works. Well, I know that's absolutely boring, but obviously it is very important, especially when you are batch processing a lot of files and you need to have that information. So TransparentMeta has its own logger. We are now in TransparentMeta's code base in my PyCharm. As you can see, there are a bunch of different directories here, and here is like the core of TransparentMeta, but I'm not gonna get into that yet. But here we have a very important directory that's called examples. So here we have a bunch of different scripts where basically it's a quick getting started guide that you can use, and as a reference you can jump here straight into this readme file where you have an intro to all of these scripts and how to navigate through them. But we're going to start from this configure logging script in the examples directory, right? And as I said, we're going to be looking at TransparentMeta's logger. So we can import a single function from transparentmeta.logger config. We import configure logging, and this is a function that deals with the creation of TransparentMeta logger. So you can call it just once, like in your script, in your application, and what that means is that you are activating TransparentMeta's logger. So here you have a couple of options. So you can set up like the level. The level of the logger at default is info, so it's just going to broadcast all the logs at info level. But then you can, for example, let me just comment this out, and this one down here. So you also can do configure logging level logging.debug, and so at this point we're going to log way more information that goes through like this debug logs. But now we have like this main function here, so we simply just like call configure logging, and then we get the logger and we log some information at info level here, and then we print some additional information. And that's a very important note. So you don't need to call configure logging if in your app you already have a logger. So what's going to happen is that all the TransparentMeta logs will bubble up through the standard logging hierarchy, which basically means if you have your logger, don't use configure logging, just use your logger, and then all the logs of the TransparentMeta library will bubble up. Okay, so let's run this and see what happens. And as expected, here in the output we have a log that's at the level of info, and that's coming like from here, TransparentMeta SDK factory main, and that's the message. If you see this, TransparentMeta logging is working. Indeed, the logger is actually working.